It's your boy T-Burn here. So I wanted to get this video out the way though. So recently this past Sunday, we had Night Champion and Sami Zayn ended up winning the title from the in Triple Threat match between Cody Rhodes and Gunther. Yes, I got the hair out there because I know my hair been when I took a shower and washed my hair, but that's another story. Um, so recently, Cody lost the title to Sami in the Triple Threat between Sammy and Gunther as Saudi Arabia for Night Champion as well too though. So this video I'm looking for from the one and only Chicken Run Raw is entitled "What is next for Cody?" Or the thumbnails say that the official title from me is "It's time for Cody to take a break from the world title scene." And I jumped to it so I want to bring up the picture. He made a tweet about it first before making the video. He said, as a Cody fan, don't put the title on Dudley title back on Cody for 7%. He doesn't need a championship at this point anymore. Let him have some feuds and don't involve the title. He has finished the story multiple times over. Well, I kind of agree with it, though. I feel like him taking a break from the title scene can help him boost back his face, boost him back up, as well as give fans fully back on him as a babyface as well too, and save his face there as well too. You got folks wanting Homeland and Hill Cody happen as well too, and recently this was made before recently the taped SmackDown happened, and there's rumors that he will be back in for a title contention next Raw though, but I feel like it's gonna not. I feel like he's not going to win it, but I hope they don't as well too. I don't want to fall back on him as well too, but that's another story. So I do think that he do need to do some feuds outside of the title as well too, but hopefully still as a babyface. He doesn't have to be. Not everybody has to have a heel turn. Like, it's like so cliche that heel turn need to happen to folks for character growth and all that. And not everybody do, man. Let them have it seen the moment for a while as well too, though. Or even also chase for the U.S. title. That's the only title that's he hasn't got them that will make a Grand Slam champion as well. But let's fully hear what Ross got to say. I'm gonna run it back though about this. Might agree with something that he said, might not. But anyway, what's y'all thoughts on it? Let's get it.
What's good, y'all? It's your boy Ross back at it again with another video. So, Sami Zayn is your new WWE Undisputed Champion, and it still feels surreal even saying those words. Like, uttering those words in 2026 is still just a foreign concept that hasn't really sunk in yet, but this is the real deal. Sami Zayn is your new WWE Undisputed Champion, and he pinned Cody Rhodes to actually make that happen, which is even more crazy. And I've seen a lot of people are, really excited and happy for Sami, and then of course there's some people that feel like Sami doesn't deserve this moment or up.
And here's the thing: it's been like a double-sided sword. This, all right, I'm happy for Sami. His action been a little questionable, but at least he's still tweeting right now. We'll see how his action be going forward with the title, but as well too. So I'm happy for him. Of course, there's folks who still hate him because they thought he another person that should never have the title and all that as well too. Call him Sami, another one that got this whole get moniker as well too. But whatever, I feel like he deserved it as well too. I'd rather him than Gunther. You know what I'm saying?
Upset that Sami is the champion, and you can't please everybody. That's just how it is. Some people are gonna like it, some people are gonna be indifferent, and some people are not gonna like it. But I did want to kind of have a conversation about what do you do with Cody Rhodes, and I made a post on X that's been getting a decent amount of traction, and I kind of want to make a video expounding on this post that I made last night, and I'm gonna read it out for you guys. As a Cody fan, do not put the WWE title back on Cody Rhodes for SummerSlam. He doesn't need the championship at this point anymore. Let him have some feuds that don't involve the title. He has finished his story multiple times.
Now, before I go further with that, I have to talk about that post. I say I agree with the post as well too as well. But what makes me irk about this that kind of ruin the post in a way is you have guys like this who hate on Cody like crazy. Been wanting to see his downfall, mainly, especially those are like Bloodline fans who hate on Cody because he took the title from Roman as well too. Like this one Facebook account, Meme Elite though, as well, and well, Lucha Camacho wasn't like that with this as much, but he did go there with the time. He did waste some time saying that the bloodline running things is both members of the bloodlines because Sammy Uso is still a honorary member Uso. They got that going on, but me and Elite twisted as us Cody fans are tired of the title. Seeing and this is why you can't say nothing to anybody, especially in wrestling, because they will love to twist the words or anything as well too. That's why I'm going heavy on showing love to Cody as well too, because Lucha Camacho feel like if we don't hate on him, we don't talk about Cody, bullshit. But this guy makes it like that. Cody fans are tired of him holding the title. No, or fans who was running his story are turning on him. Not the damn case. For starters, the Cody fans who was with him, wanting to finish story, are still behind him as well too. And they have not gave up on him as well. And then the ones who turned it back on wasn't fully Cody fans, just wanted the title off of Roman. That's it. We still behind Cody. We hope Cody do get a title again down the line, whether it's babyface or fortune heel. Because at this point, I gotta say this: I said I don't want heel Cody as well too. I still don't. But if they must go there, I will give him a slight pass. I say slight because I learned my lesson from. I told you I learned my lesson from giving Roman the pass the first time as well too. That didn't go well, so I'm gonna slightly pay me. Don't root, but don't boo as well too. And mainly because it's the Cody haters who ready to for fans to turn on him and join the He Woman Cody hair club. I said She Woman because I got the cherry flavor Drew fan who hate Cody like crazy. Always already talking about him as well too. You see my tweets as well too. And the reason why you always see screenshot her because the chick blocked me. Oh, and Drake blocked me over because I said Drew wasn't a babe. Because it's one of somebody on comment calling Drew the babe face of this. Cause I hate when people do. I hate when people like trying to change the narrative and stuff. And I said a tweet saying wrong, cute but wrong, and she blocked me over that. That's another story. And then not only that, and then I reiterated my thing, and then she let's say that if I ain't have respect for women, she'd be here to be around me. She'd be referred to as the B word. That's what I'm gonna say because the way she was acting, and then her little peanut gallery that her fellow Cody here peanut gallery always got to chime in on as well too though. So that's why I constantly like to love post the haters of all too though, because it's sad. It's sad as well too. It's just sad how these folks just hate on Cody the way they do. But let's keep going.
Over. Now, we've seen this before. We've seen this when he was feuding with John Cena and he lost the title at WrestleMania, and then he ultimately got the title back at SummerSlam that year. And then they did the same thing with Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre held the title for a little bit. He lost it to Drew, and then he was able to get the title back essentially right before WrestleMania. And now here we are again. He lost it at Night of Champions. We know he's going to be involved in SummerSlam at some capacity. Are we going to tread the same type of route that we did last year and in previous scenarios where he loses the title and then he gets it back at a major PLE or something like that?
All right, before I go forward, I'm going to put the video up on him so I can look at the comments as well too. So give me a second. I'm back, so let me keep going.
In the case with Drew, he got it before WrestleMania. Drew didn't really have a long title reign, and I don't think Sammy's going to have a long one either. But I don't also think that Cody needs to be the one to beat Sammy and get the title back, in my personal opinion. I think with Cody and how his title reigns have kind of panned out, outside of a few scenarios and feuds, like I think his Kevin Owens feud is probably the best feud he's had as champion at any point. It's been the best. I enjoyed that.
It definitely
and I look
has.
fondly back at that one because that was a memorable one. The story that they were telling there. I think what they did with Drew could have been so much better. It was okay, but it could have been so much better. And the feud he had with AJ Styles, even though that was short, and I wish they extended that.
It was great.
The match, I think they had a Backlash, if I'm not mistaken. I wish they would have like extended that and really built that because I think that could have been really good. But ultimately, they didn't really do too much there. Everything else has been kind of, I guess you can say, stale. Like, to be honest with you, him being on SmackDown, and he doesn't, need to take all of the blame, but because he's the top guy and he quotes himself as QB1, despite the booking and everything else, when you really think about it, ratings wise, SmackDown hasn't really been the show that a lot of people want to watch. And even though your QB1 top quarterback is on that brand, it feels just kind of bland. It feels kind of stale. And I think having Cody not be the guy, defending the title all the time can kind of freshen things up. I know some people are saying, well, John Cena was put into that situation many years ago. He was the guy that was always circling around the championship scene. And even then, fans wanted different opportunities for other people. It's just Vince was going to choose who he wanted to choose because
it's true. But again, I was still rolling with Cena, but it was true how some fans were feeling.
Different opportunities for other people. It's just Vince was going to choose who he wanted to choose because that's what Vince wanted. But I definitely remember people, mostly like the male audience and the fans that were like already much older. They wanted different people other than just John Cena. But this is what Vince wanted to do because guess what? The merchandise was selling.
Yep.
And he wanted to go more of the family-friendly route, and John Cena fit that mold perfectly. Yep. They had something. And here, in this case with Cody, I know the similarities are there. The kids love Cody.
Yes, they do.
He's the ultimate good guy. But eventually, it gets to a point where it's like, yes, he's selling merch, and yes, the kids love him, the family loves him, but what does it do for the rest of the roster? Think about that. Mm-hmm. If Cody's always going to have the championship, there's a good chance we know whoever he feuds against, they're not going to ultimately win because Cody is the top guy and they don't have Cody losing that much. So if you put the title right back on him, he beats Sami Zayn at SummerSlam or whatever, however that plays out, he finds a way to get the title back on him, right? You literally go right back to square one when it comes to SmackDown because we don't expect him to lose the title anytime soon. He just got it back. And this is a WWE where they don't really flip-flop titles like that. You'll have transitional champions like, unfortunately, Drew McIntyre, and unfortunately, Sammy will probably be a transitional champion. But 9 times out of 10, they're not flipping and flopping every couple of months like that. It's usually lengthy title reigns. And especially with Cody. I think I've seen a crazy stat that Cody, his combined title reigns are longer than like Stone Cold, The Rock, and some other legends from the Attitude Era. And that's a crazy stat. His 3 title reigns alone, days combined, are longer than some of the Hall of Famers, the legends that we grew up watching. And obviously, that was a different time period. There were so many stars, so they were able to rotate who they needed to rotate through. But even then, if you really look at it, outside of injuries and stuff, we know Stone Cold and The Rock were the top guys. 1A, 1B, you choose. But they weren't always involved in title situations. They also had other storylines that they were involved in.
They were.
And I think Cody can benefit from that. I think put him in other storylines that can ultimately, freshen things up, and it doesn't become predictable, and it doesn't have to be,
I'm cool with that.
Cody can only, fight people if the title's on line. No. Like, let him be able to create these stories and feuds that don't involve that. I am looking forward to a Cody and CM Punk.
Yes.
That doesn't need a title. They have
true.
history. And you can play off of some of the things they've said to each other in the past. And it makes sense. Both of these guys they don't have titles anymore. So obviously they're going to try to get back to title contention, but they got to go through each other. Build that up. You can do that. And it gives you something else to look forward to on SmackDown other than, what has to be the World Championship. Because once again, like I said, it makes it predictable. It makes it really predictable because we know Cody's not losing anytime soon because he's the champion. And they've already put in our minds that Cody is a guy. I mean, they have him saying easy to find, hard to beat. I mean, he's not wrong. The way they book him, it is very hard to beat him. It is. So to be able to freshen it up and make it unpredictable, have him have a feud with somebody else, trying to get back to.
And I agree with this though. Like, and let's say, if the Cody point happened, I do hope it don't matter if it was a title or no title. I'm okay with it though. Even better, I kind of hope neither turn either. That's the other thing too. But we never know with this as well too. A lot of people are wanting Cody to be the heel of the feud or anything. There's some folks that actually want CM Punk to be heel. Truthfully, I'd rather neither be heel. But if I have to sacrifice somebody on the heel side, I'd rather kind of be CM Punk though. I mean, I got love for both of them, but I will choose Cody over CM Punk just because But and two, I mean, I ain't ready to I am not ready to lay low on Cody yet as well too. I'm not saying lay low because I ain't trying to say boo or anything like that because the whole thing with Roman Reigns, folks was like on my case for booing him or being against him or hating him as well too. Is all I'm doing is doing my job as opposed to as a wrestling fan, rooting for babyface and booing the heel, and which Roman was on the heel side, but folks, because they had so low with this character was anybody against him was like they trying to villainize anybody against it as well too, which was ridiculous though. That's why I hated the whole thing as well too. Not because of Roman, because of the goddamn fans. But that's another story. Let's keep going.
To what he lost, but he has to overcome those odds, and he can't. There's nothing wrong with having your top babyface sometimes fail. Yes. It's okay to do that. That's cool. And he'll still be at the top of the card against Cody Rhodes. And especially if we're trying to head into this future, the talent that we have now, the up-and-comers, getting that opportunity, if you want to continue to build new stars, it's okay to let.
And I feel like the half reason they don't for it. I mean, I don't mind Cody had to take some losses. Just you still got your haters going to be like ready to loving him have his downfall as well too, because they feel like he won all the time, so they feel like he should have been the one that never hold a title as well too, or never been on the top spot in the first place either. So that's the other thing why they are scared to take the risk as well too, because they're going to give the haters their pie, the piece of pie they've been loving to have of Cody having his downfall. It's going to be annoying. They're going to get more annoying than they already are.
These veterans, these guys that's had multiple world titles, actually get an opportunity to really build themselves up and become a household name. True. There's a reason why John Cena had ultimately ended his career with 17 world titles. Think about that. Why is that a thing? It's because Vince felt like he's the only guy that could really steer the ship until Roman Reigns came around. So for him, it was John Cena and that's it. And we don't want to repeat ourselves doing that, because ultimately you hurt your fan base by doing that. There's a lot of other guys and girls that can get that opportunity. And I feel like Cody has finished his story multiple times over. It would be nice to have him not just chasing the title to ultimately get it, but handling feuds and hashing out issues, with other wrestlers that he have some type of relationship with.
Right.
It makes it different, and it brings some excitement to SmackDown, because SmackDown needs it. So, hey, me personally, I'm a fan of Cody, and enjoyed his work for the most part. It has been stale these past few years when it comes to just what they're doing with him as the champion. But I will say this: I think him just kind of taking a step back
Mm-hmm.
and hit them revolving other feuds
True.
that he can get invested in. I think that would be better. And that way, at some point, we know he'll be back, trying to get the WWE Championship. And I'm sure at some point he will be champion.
Mm-hmm.
But at least it freshens it up, and you
True.
can tell other stories outside of that. Because I think people
I'm
feel
saying that's the part I
that,
don't mind about
you
it.
know, as if you don't have the WWE Championship, anything else, all these other stories don't matter. And that's not the case. We seen what happened with Drew and CM Punk. No title was on the line. Obviously,
Mm-hmm.
title
Yeah.
implications had happened, and Drew, you know, lost title opportunities because of CM Punk and his hatred. And it
Yep.
was revolving around that, but ultimately it became their hatred for each other
Yep.
that built that story. And it was honestly one of the best stories that year because you believed it. So if they can give us something compelling with Cody and have him be invested in other stories outside of the main title, I think we could do something there and just brings a little bit more excitement to SmackDown. But comment down below, let me know. Do you
Cool.
guys feel
And at least he didn't bring up try to turn Cody heel like a lot of us have been trying to do. Because it's true. So, can you think about it? Even with Roman right now, before he got the world title, he had some feuds outside of it that was fresh. The one he had a feud with the Visions with Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker. He had a feud with the triple threat between CM Punk, Seth Rollins, and at WrestleMania that didn't involve a title. That was another one. And many others as well too. Even involved some feuds with that, including his cousins being involved with Solo and all that for the Ula Fala and all that as well too. So cool. So Cody can do it, and like I said, he doesn't have to turn heel for it though. Like let him, because John Cena has well too had some feuds where he didn't, where that's still a baby face as well too. Even if he got to be because the ones that the face get booed and all that, but at least he's the face as well too. And I'm looking at some of these comments, and some are and good that not all of them are heel turns. Some saying Cody will be more interested in when he doesn't have the weight of the world championship on his shoulder. Sometimes while the big belt will do well characterized, and that's good, true. Cody, and I like this one. Cody has elevated to the point where he doesn't need a world title, and he don't. And that's good to hear that folks do feel that he's still a top guy. That one of the top ones that don't need a title all the time as well too. T needs a breakthrough with others, and then his time with him was when never mind, because this one's him want to run the world as a heel. Nope, we don't need to have heel, and this one this person need help. He needs to become whole and Cody kick fake babies before they take whatever. I don't know what y'all. I know it's fake babies still. He hate these hatred for the kids that these wrestling fan has is troublesome. Then of course, another one tearing him already. Whatever, fuck off. Here's the good one. Out of the title scene, yes. Heel turn, no, thank you. Help elevate the mid card, yes, cool, yeah, because John Cena did USA, and he can do an open challenge with the USA titles too. Love it though, and I gotta say this: I'm glad there's a lot of people who feel like he doesn't have to turn heel. I am glad to hear that. I am glad to hear that as well, because the way these folks be acting, that he must turn heel is ridiculous. It's just like it's cliche. It's too damn cliche. Like, why can we have like folks don't want Ricky Steamboat no more as well too. Like, the closest we got right now is a lady Steamboat is Willow. The second closest right now is Ray, and the reason why I say Ray, WWE wise, I know yes we know about the filthy animal as well too. But as far as WWE, he's the closest we got right now. And the other one we had the closest to retire recently as one is Tanahashi from New Japan. Other than that, but yeah, if Cody go to Cena route, not go the full Celine hot wild the heel turn, not wild turn the heel. We love it. Other than that, what do y'all think is next for Cody? And do you feel like you need to take the title break from the title scene though? Comment down below. Other than that, it's your boy T-Bear signing off. One love.